Or we might be streaming. Let's see. Where is my YouTube? Let's see. Subscriptions. Do I see? I do see us. Do I hear us? I do hear us. Alright. That means we are in fact online. That's pretty cool. Now, let me just see here. Actually, kind of in contact with my bank, but they're full of time wasting stuff. Come on, where's the chat? There's the chat. Not like they're just saying anything. So, we can remove that. That makes noise. So, welcome to the stream. If this is your first time joining a Steve's Teacher stream, welcome. Sometimes we do a little bit of coding. Sometimes we just mess around. Sometimes we do a little bit of gaming. Today, it's just messing around. We are going to set up a couple goals because the other day my sister told me that she has set up like a bingo card for her to do her goals with. And I thought to myself, hey, that's kind of dumb. Why don't you just put it on a checklist, you know? Like, why have a bingo card? Why does it feel like that? It I think it's just very slow FPS. Anyways, so she made a bingo card. I'm like, that's kind of stupid. Why would you do that? And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, it's actually not a bad idea. Putting out a bingo card, and once you hit bingo, you're like, whoa, I've completed like a whole bingo of goals. You know, it's kind of like an accomplishment thing. How I've been doing it is I just go, I want to learn X thing. Let's do it. You know, I don't put out goals, I just do it. You know, because putting out goals means like, okay, I want to do 5 things, but I don't have time to do 5 things, and I have to choose which one I want to do most. Then I start doing something, I'm like, oh man, I actually should have chosen the other one because time would have been, you know, it just never really worked for me. But I'm willing to give it another shot. Let me just go, and where is Valdi? You can go there so I can actually see the stream. Okay. And there we go. So, we are going to set up a mini goal list, then we're going to break it down into smaller things, and Bob's your uncle. Now, just ignore the weird black bar. So let's see here. No. I think... Boom. Let's see here. I called something deja vu. Anyways, let's see here. What do we have? Ah, there. Should I share this? Maybe not in Sublime Text. That might be a little bit risky. Let's see here. Do I have any other text editors? I have something called text editor. I will use that. There we go. Let's share text editor, I guess. Where's OBS? Add. Window capture. Text editor. Come on here. And unsaved document. Yeah, boy. There we go. And we can just move that like that. Okay, now we have a little bit of a thing because... yeah, like I was supposed to manage that. Let's maybe make this a nice small percentage. And then text editor, you go this side. Brave, I just see the whole Bravo. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Can I stop moving Brave? What is happening? Oh, Brave is like ultra scale, that's why. I was like, what? I don't understand. But now I do. And you are also a little bit big. Why is everything scaled? What? My guy, what? There we go. Okay, now let's just fix it. So we go like that. Perfect. We go like... how does that even work? How does that work? What? They're literally this... oh my word, okay, it's fine. Let's just go like that, I guess. I didn't know how that works. That's so weird. Anyways, so let me just go back so I can see if people are typing. Let's also not top chat. Let's go live chat. All right. So here we have pretty much my basic goals. And what I want to do is I want to put us all on like a bingo card. Actually, open up a bingo card. Are you gonna see like this open thing? No, okay, that's good. Let's see. Shared bingo card template. Open that up. So here we have our bingo card, and we're just gonna move all of that over to this bingo card. Why is it going black? Excuse me, sir. Why have you gone black? What's happening? OBS, can you please comply? Yeah, it says it's using. Ah man, it's so weird. Okay, I don't know. Game. OBS, what are you doing with my things? Just make them normal sized. I don't know what's. There we go. Everything's now weirdly scaled. Okay, there we go. So here we have our bingo card. Now I'm going to put my things on here, and it's just pretty much going to big it. First, I'm going to start off big because we have things like learning biology and learning financing. But that's kind of big because this bingo card shouldn't like go on for 5-10 years. So we're going to break it up actually. So we're going to start small, like say biology, just learn this section. Like, I don't know, learn what is the powerhouse of the cell and whatnot. I don't know. So instead of going big and just say learn all biology, that's going to take years. So we want to keep it small and simple because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. I'm also going to put a couple of YouTube milestones on here because I want to get back into YouTube. I've been so busy. I want to get back into it. So, let's see. Can I like listen to my audio here? I can. Cool, that's nice. Alright, so let's bring out text here. Let's make this, I don't know, like 30. No, 30. There we go. And if we take a look at this right here, we have biology. So we can go here and say, why does it black out every time I move? There's not even animations or anything. Biology. So I'll start with this. Let's maybe make it learn, just so it's clear. Move that right up there. Next, we have... this is just a reason. So why do I want to learn biology? Because I love animals, you know. I kind of want to know what a vet knows. I want to be able to study what vet knows without needing to become a vet. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of studying, and I don't want to, you know, it's going to take years, but I would just like to know. I want to know the anatomy of animals. I want to know the animals that, you know, I see every day. It's just something that interests me. You know, if I could choose where I want to be in life right now, I'd say I'd like to pursue something like being a vet. But I can't really pursue being a vet because, one, money. Okay, is that even in the camera? I don't even know. Anyways, one, it's money. Two, I think in South Africa, if you want to become a vet, there's a bunch of like BEE stuff going on there. I know being a vet is a massive thing in South Africa. So if you're white, chances are you're going to become a vet very low because I think universities need to also be BEE compliant, meaning if there's too many white people in a certain sector learning something, there will need to be other races added into it as well. So I think it's, yeah, I don't know. I haven't really learned up much about it, so I think that's a thing. So I'll have to do it overseas if I want to do that. But yeah, I actually lost my point. Let's see, what's this chat say? Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, I just want to learn biology because it's nice. If I could become a vet, it would be awesome. But yeah, money, time, and problematic BEE requirements in South Africa kind of keeping me all out, but it's fine. Because I want to save animals. It's kind of cool. So I guess if I ever do want to save animals, I'll just like sign up for like an animal shelter or something and just do a non-profit. Then there's accounting and finances. And this is simply, I just want to learn more about money. I want to know how money is managed, you know, for the smart people that manage money. I want to know if I ever were to run a company, how should I manage that money? You know, I just want to know everything about money. That's how you get, you know, as they say in Civilization 6, you need to rub up against money to hope some of it rubs off on you. So I kind of want to learn about accounting and finances. So learn accounting and finances. Man, this bold is a little bit big, but it's fine. Let's just move that there. You can hush. My plants want water. So let's go like that. You know, I also kind of want to learn farming. Let's put that on there. They're not like big scale farming, just like some farming stuff, you know, like subsistence farming. There we go. All right, then we have a new language. Now, I've been wanting to learn a new language for ages now. I've been in and out of new languages because I only know Afrikaans and English. But I really want to learn other languages. I have gotten really far with Esperanto in the past, but because of like terrible work-life balances, couldn't do it. Same with Japanese. I got really far with it. I could like read children's books almost fluently and understand it. But then work-life balance once again, just couldn't do it. So I want to try again. You know, it's like I just want to try again. So I actually added a couple things here that I might be interested in. For example, Japanese. This is an obvious one because anime, I watch it. It would be kind of cool to watch it in sub without needing subtitles. That's actually the original reason why I started learning Japanese. And then I learned a lot in the past, so picking it up again should be relatively quick. I learned a lot of kanji, hiragana, katakana, could understand a lot of words, could actually speak it a little bit. Probably not enough to actually do a test, but I could if I wanted to, so I could just pick it up again. So yeah, Korean. I don't know, I just like Korean. It sounds kind of cool. Plus, I might be able to find myself a Korean wife. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, so Korean would be nice. Not really any specific reason other than that, so it's probably going to fall out. And I'm just going to choose one of those. I'm going to like talk a little bit with ChatGPT in this session and hope for the best. But we'll see. Because I'm going to ask it like, how should I learn biology? Like, what is the thing there? Who is sending me voice notes? All right. And whatnot. So then we have Spanish. This is something I've also started with. Never really got too deep into it, and then I just said, nah, man. I mean, nah. It was mostly because, you know, again, work-life balance. There's a theme here. I'm trying to fix it, okay? So the work-life balance theme, but anyways. So one of the most widely spoken languages. I wanted to put Mandarin on here. But man, I just don't see that happening. Like, my work-life balance is really so difficult to squeeze these things in there. Mandarin is going to be next level. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Maybe if I, you know, retire early, maybe then. But until then, no, too big. So one of the most widely spoken languages, pretty awesome. It's also just pretty awesome to know because so many things are in Spanish these days. YouTube tutorials, movies, series, just some sub things in series. Like I know in Breaking Bad, there's sometimes people talk Spanish. They don't give you like any like indication what they say, and they just expect you to later on know. So it could be kind of awesome to know what they're saying. And then just a generally low learning curve, at least for English speakers, I hear. So it could be kind of cool. Then there's Dutch. Now I have some friends that are Dutch. What up? And I know Afrikaans, which is relatively similar to Dutch. It's not quite Dutch, but an Afrikaans person can understand Dutch if they speak it slow enough. And I think it's vice versa as well. A Dutch person can understand Afrikaans if they speak it slow enough. So, Dutch is just drunk Afrikaans. So I just want to learn Dutch because it's kind of cool. Shouldn't be too much effort to learn it because you can, as an Afrikaans speaker, I can already understand it. I just need to learn how to speak it mostly and understand it when people speak fast. Because I know with Afrikaans, I don't know if it's the same in Dutch, but in Afrikaans, people like to speak fast. That's why I go, that's why I'm going to just speak like this and just go really fast because I like to speak fast. That's kind of how you do it in Afrikaans. And that's also why I struggled a lot with it in the past while making videos because, man, I just can't speak slow because in Afrikaans, je praat wel vinnig zodat mensen kan vinnig horen en verstaan wat je wil say. You just speak really fast. So I have to speak slowly so people can understand. But yeah, and in Hindi. Man, I've been wanting to learn Hindi for ages. Because I don't know, I just like, because Hindi is in India, right? So, what language do they speak in India? Yeah, Hindi. So I'm kind of interested in that. That would be awesome. I don't know, I just like India because a lot of my subscribers are actually from India. Many of them, actually. A lot of people I've tutored in the past, also from India. I just have a lot of people I know from India. So it'd be kind of cool to learn Hindi. Although I do hear it's one of the more difficult languages to learn. So yeah, out of all of these, it's probably going to be Spanish and or Japanese, or maybe Dutch. There's also Zulu. I kind of want to retry my hand at Zulu. Again, work-life balance. So dash Zulu. Uh, pe- People in SA speak it. Yeah, so I kind of want to relearn Zulu as well. But I had to drop it after a short while. Hey, welcome to the stream. I've begun your Lua course. Well, I hope you enjoy it. It's a really awesome course. Or I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I'm hoping I hear a lot more. So yeah, that's let's put learn a language. So learn a language. Man, I should actually make this dark mode. This almost destroyed my eyes. Let's see here. Can we get like a nice, like darkish gray that doesn't look ugly? There we go. Boink. Hello. Okay, and then the white stuff we can. It looks ugly now, but that's fine. This isn't about looks. Then we can maybe make like a lighter shade of gray. There we go. Now if we go over to this tab, your eyes, if you're watching this at night, should not be destroyed. You are welcome. Okay. So learn the language. That's on there now. Let's just move that a little bit to the center. Alright, then here's the YouTube stuff. I want to at least put out one video a week consistently. I used to do 3 videos a week. That was awesome. But again, work-life balance kind of messed it up. So I'm going to try and get it again, 1 video a week. I'm trying. And if I can't get 1 video a week, I'm going to try and stream that week at least. So there's at least some form of content coming from the channel. And yes, it is about money. YouTube, my YouTube income has gone like, boom. It was actually a massive part of my livelihood. So when it bombed because of work and stuff, I told my job like, hey, I'm gonna have to do freelancing. Because luckily now I'm not dependent on it anymore, but I was, and that was harsh. So now I'm gonna try and get it up again, so I can at least see my income go like, not like this, but like this. I just need to go like normal, don't fall anymore. It's kind of scary when you look about it, or when you think about it. So there, yo, why would you, no, where's my black text? Give me black. There we go. So, consistent weekly video upload. I don't know if that's gonna fit. I might need to disable bold. I'm gonna disable bold. Can you just go sans serif? Do we need bold? Sans serif? Hello? Ah, my word. GIMP. There we go. Yes, make it sans serif, please. Yes. No. There we go. Sans serif. Yo. Sans serif. There we go. And then this should fix it mostly, so it can kind of. No, it actually didn't. It didn't help at all. Okay, but there might be enough space to now. Yes, there we go. Just move you like that. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to make it smaller. Alright, I want to learn about electricity. Why is my video loading here? Do I have internet issues? Wi-Fi speed test. Run speed test. Download insane amounts. Okay, that's good. I don't think my bank's gonna reply. I'm just gonna close that tab. It seems fine if I look at it from my phone. Upload speed insane, even better than it was like a couple minutes ago. So, yeah, I don't know what happened there. All right. Again, why are you lagging? What's happening? I have no idea what's happening. Like what? No, but this side is not doing it. It's kind of lagging as well. What is happening? Can you tell me, OBS, what's happening? I see the issue. All right. Can the stream continue? That is the big test. I stopped the stream. I restarted it. Will it continue? It does. That's a good test. That means if I ever want to jump from Linux to Windows or a different distribution, I can possibly do it, and it will just stop the stream for a short second. Does it look good now, though? Can you go live so I can actually see if it looks good? Good. It's just very far behind, but it looks good. Yeah, so problem was I was streaming at 60 FPS. Makes sense why it had trouble. I'm now streaming at my regular 20 FPS, which in fact is the same FPS I film my videos at now. I used to film it at 10 FPS, so it's actually a big upgrade. Alright, and this live stream, can I see if you're... Yeah, both of them are good now. Like, I have no idea what happened there. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, electricity. I want to learn electricity because you know how cool my dad is. My dad is awesome. So whenever anything in this house breaks or in their house breaks or anything like that, what my dad does is he goes and he just fixes it. And most of the time it's like electricity stuff. So he would like go into the roof, fix something there, or like I don't know, open up a fridge and fix the freaking fridge. It's awesome. I kind of want to ask him to teach me. So I want to learn electricity. Learn. No, what's this? No, go back to sans serif. What? Don't do this to me. Learn electricity. So I kind of want to ask him to teach me that. Just the basics. So, you know, one day when I have kids, they will think of me as cool as I think of my dad. So, the lyre. I want to relearn how to play the lyre. Because there was actually a time where things just got hard. So I was actually a pretty big lyre guy. I even like made a video saying I might be becoming a bard. And I love playing the kalimba and the lyre. But after a little bit of a difficult time in my life, I kind of stopped playing it because I lost a little bit of interest during that time. So I want to pick it up again because I did really enjoy playing it, especially when like load shedding hits. And I would just sit there and for the next 2 hours I would like practice my lyre while I wait for the electricity to come back on. It was really fun and I could really play some cool tunes, so I want to relearn my lyre. So let's put it on text. Let's put it on here. Relearn the lyre. There we go. That looks weird. Let's just put these next to each other. There we go. No. There. Then next up, let's see here. Arduino. I want to get back into that. There's so many things I want to do that require like Arduino, but damn, I just again work-life balance. So I want to relearn that. So I can not relearn. I just want to become proficient in it, so I can build all of these tiny stuff. You know, which mostly for Arduino, you don't even need to learn it. You just do it because it's actually so easy. But I do want to spend some time just learning it. You know, learning the ins and outs again. You know, just getting used to it. So when I want to do something like that, I can easily pick it up. So relearn, or actually just learn Arduino. So I'd like to learn that again. Not really relearn because I didn't really get far. I was too busy. So yeah. And then Blender. I want to learn Blender because that's kind of cool. I want to get a, what do you call that thing? A 3D printer. And one of the things that is very beneficial if you know, have a 3D printer is being able to make your own thing that you can print. So I kind of want to learn Blender so I can 3D print whatever I want. Especially because, for example, a keyboard. I have this keyboard. No. Sorry about that. Oh man, this freaking camera. It's literally standing on like the worst legs possible. No! It looks good? Okay, it looks fine. Let's try that again. Okay, I don't think I can show it because it might be holding it up. There we go. I have this thing. Issue if it is too big. It's simply too big. I'm trying to learn Colmac, which I should actually put here as well. So let's go Colmac. I'm trying to learn Colmac, but it's so big that when I type, my hands actually start hurting because I'm just not used to it. So yeah, I prefer very much if I could, 3D print a smaller one. Maybe make the caps a little smaller or something like that. I don't know. Or 3D print myself like a hand wrist. That'd be kind of cool because then it won't be an issue because my hands will be higher. So, pretty much, I want to learn Blender because it would make 3D printers pretty awesome. I need to make a bingo card of things I want to buy as well. I have so many things I want to buy. I just don't have the money. Bingo. Nope. What the heck? No. My bad. Let's. What is that? Blender. All right. So let's also put learn here. Man, how am I gonna fit all of this into a day? A day? What? I mean, a year. Or even like 3 years. There's just so many things. I'll find a way. It is GIMP? No. Yes, it is GIMP. I actually wanted to use there's like a Photoshop alternative, Affinity Photo. I actually wanted to use that, but they have no option on Linux. So sorry guys, you ain't getting my money. I thought it was pretty cool, but yeah, I'd rather donate to GIMP then, because if they're at least on Linux and on Windows and on Mac. Although on Mac, GIMP is surprisingly slow. So yeah, there's where Affinity Photo would probably shine. But I'm not going to buy Affinity Photo, not until they at least bring out the Linux version. Alright, so let's see here. So then, subsistence farming. I want to learn. We're going to move soon, and I'm hoping to find a place with a decent, like, yard. So I can do a little bit of farming. So hopefully, if we have enough money, we can. But housing in the Western Cape, sure, so expensive. I can't even. So subsistence farming. So if you don't have enough space, you can still figure out a way to do it. Like maybe I can buy myself a very small plot of land for like 100,000 rand or something. And we can just go there every day or so and just farm. I don't know. We'll find a way. It is a free space, so let's go free space. And then what was the other one? Cool. Okay, and then cyber security. I want to put that on there as well. Why are you loading? Are we having issues? Why are you loading? Is it just my phone? Is my phone being full of crap? I think it's just my phone. Because this preview here is fine. Let me just close it and reopen it, I guess. And internet here has been really wonky, so it might be my internet. I have no idea. Anyways, so let's see here. So Colmac, yes, Colmac. For those of you who don't know, so generally when you type, it's in QWERTY. Let me actually get this this thing up here. Oh wait, I have a great link. Wait. I have even a better place. I saved it on Telegram. Let's see here. Images. I'm not sharing this, right? Because if I'm sharing this, you might see all my NSF. Okay, no, I'm not. Okay, I don't want to share my NSFW stuff. I don't want to be banned from YouTube just yet. Let's see here. Here we go. Go to message. I did share the link here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, okay. So, prepare your eyes because this is going to be light theme. Alright, so pretty much, we have QWERTY, right? Now, QWERTY is what you use to type. So it's, QWERTY, like QWERTY. Now, let's say we type like, hello, Mike. My name is Steve. How are you? Now, when you look at this, you can see your fingers are just bouncing around everywhere. It's just freaking everywhere. However, let's switch this to Colmac. You'll notice your fingers now bounce around mostly here in the center and occasionally jumping up and down from the center. Where with something like, where's QWERTY now? There, QWERTY, you'll notice your fingers are just there everywhere. It's not mostly based in the center, it's actually mostly here in the top row. And it's like something just going down. It's not great for your fingers actually to do this. And long term, I actually want to, like, for long term, because I'm a programmer, I want to give myself more ergonomic stuff to work with, as well as a better way to type. Because, in 40 years, where's my fingers going to sit, so. Same with, like, the Vorak, they're also trying to, like, make it more centered. but I found the Dvorak to, I don't like this. Like, I want my Control Z, Control X, and Control C. I want them here, and my Control V, and the Dvorak just doesn't. But it's nice if you're a programmer because these are really comfy things. For example, const name is equal to Jack, and you'll notice like there's like your thingies. You have your bracket things here as well if you need to have brackets. Like if you need to specify type, pick, I don't know, user model or something. Name, I have no idea, something like that. So yeah, it's kind of nice for programming, but it's not great for day-to-day typing, which is something I do a lot. So I don't want to go to Dvorak, but there's also the Dvorak Programmer, which is similar to regular Dvorak, but they moved a couple of things around to make it even better for programmers. So if you're a programmer, Dvorak might be the way to go. However, I found Colmac to be slightly more comfortable to type just on your day-to-day. So yeah. I also have, if you want to learn Colmac or Dvorak or any of those, I also have a nice website for you. Let's see here, practice. Go here. So KeyBR is a way you can learn how to type in with a specific keyboard. Currently, it's just set to QWERTY, and then you like unlock things. So I think I should be able to change this. I have actually no idea how to change it. I think you need to log in to change it. Wait, keyboard there. English. Let's see here. Where do I sit? I think you need to be logged in to change it to a specific language, or not language, to a specific keyboard type. Layout United. Oh wait, there we go. It just weirdly is called United States. So for example, Colmac. Also tried to learn Colmac DH, but I found that to be incredibly confusing. So I'm not gonna do Colmac DH, but Colmac, nice, done. So then here, you now have a way to practice, and you'll notice Colmac is like QWFPG and then like ARST. Like it's just very weirdly set out. There's also an image here, so you don't need to learn how to, look at your computer. You should not be looking at your computer. You should put your fingers on T and N, and then from there you should know what to type. Now let's see here. This should be like the first 5. Yeah, so I haven't unlocked the rest. You first need to get, I think, 35 words per minute for all of these letters. Then you unlock the next letter, and after that you unlock the next letter, and then again and again until you're 35 words per minute for all of them, and then you can just pretty much get really fast. I think my top speed with Colmac is 49 words per minute, so you get really fast. And for example, linen, inner, rare, r, alien, yeah. It's just really weird to type, but it's actually kind of really satisfying that when you type in Colmac, if you like do 5 or 6 words after each other, and all of them are just on the single row right here. Just really satisfying. I don't know why. But yeah, that's Colmac. So I kind of want to learn Colmac. Learn Colmac. So yeah, that should be like an X already. It's because I'm almost there. But I'm only at, I think, S right now. S really just destroyed my vibe. I don't know why. For some reason with S, I just can't type fast anymore. It just destroyed everything. Like T and O, I was like, within a day, got both of them. S, I'm still struggling. I don't know why. But it was the same with L. For L was like, took me the longest to get used to. But now I'm like super fast with it, so it's not an issue. And in cybersecurity, this is something I want to learn. That's kind of cool. So cybersecurity is pretty much just being secure online. You want to be able to, not necessarily to hack people or something like that. You might just want to be able to prevent yourself from being hacked. You want to become more versed on how to protect yourself and others online. Kind of what I want to learn. So let's go here and just say learn cybersecurity basics. It will also just help at work, because if I can like make my work more secure, man, that doesn't even fit. Let me just go 25. There we go. Like if I can help my work be a little bit more secure, I would love to, because yeah, I just want it to be more secure. I want everything to be more secure. So yeah, that'd be kind of cool. On topic of that, I want to learn AWS, just basics. AWS basics, because I know basics of AWS, but only to a degree of what my company uses. Outside of that, I kind of don't know anything. I want to know more. I want to be able to be proficient with AWS. So if someone asks me, how do you do this on AWS? I don't go, we've never done that before. I'm not actually sure. I want to be able to go, oh, you just go to this, you enable something, whatnot. Now we have an issue. What's all this going to be? Will this be if we maybe break down learn biology into multiple sections and we can like fill 3 or something, same with accounting and finances, like split into 3? I like to learn 2 languages at a time as well. So we can maybe put 2 languages here. And the reason I like to learn 2 languages is because after learning a language for a certain amount of time, you become, or I at least, become bored of it. And having another language, so when I start, let's say I used to learn Zulu and Japanese at the same time. When Japanese started to feel like I wasn't really getting anywhere, I was just kind of at a standstill because I was just practicing getting better at what I knew. I kind of didn't want to learn languages anymore because why? It just wasn't fun. But then I added another language to it, for example, Zulu, so now I'm feeling stuck in Japanese. So now I put a little bit extra more time in Zulu. So instead of being an hour Japanese, hour Zulu, I would go an hour and 50 minutes to an hour and a half of Zulu and then a half hour of Japanese. I used to actually at some point be like 2 hours for Japanese, but that became a little bit too difficult with work-life balance. But yeah, something like that. So I want to use at least 2 languages or learn at least 2. Otherwise, yeah, I get bored. Alright, so now we have that. Do I have any other goals that I want to really... I don't think I have any other massive goals. Maybe something other than learning, maybe like saving up a lot of money. Buying a car, I want to buy a car. Why are you bold again? What is this? Okay, so buy a car, I want to get a car. I'm tired of not having one. So that will be a bingo card. Let's see, what else? I know there's a couple of programming languages I wanna like learn Rust. The thing is, I know Rust, but I wanna get better at it. It would just be kind of cool. It's like with Linux. When I first jumped into it, I knew Linux, but I wanted to get better at it, and now I'm good at Linux. Now that I didn't just know it, I understand a lot of it. Alright, let's see then. So learn Rust, buy a car, maybe. Finish. Stockfile. For those of you who don't know, Stockfile is a website I'm working on, where you can pretty much manage your Stockfile. Now, Stockfile is where a bunch of people would put money into a central account, and then at the end of the month or end of the year or whatever the thing is, they will get paid out. Sometimes even end of the week. So, for example, let's say there are 12 people. Each person puts 100 Rand into the account every month. Then 1 month, Jack gets 1,200 Rand. Because that's the amount you put in. But you didn't really make any money from it, because you put in 1,200 Rand before you get your 1,200 Rand. So you didn't make money from it, but it's a nice way to like put a little bit of money away, and then suddenly, boom, you have a lot of money. So if you struggle with saving money, there's actually a great way to go about it. The only issue is you need to find people you can trust. And the best way to find people you can trust is to hold them legally accountable. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do with the website. I want to build a website where they can upload what they have done. So you have like an accountant on the Stockfile. That accountant is saying, okay, everyone paid in, and here is the proof everyone paid in, and here's the proof that we paid out, and to the right person, and it will follow the structure of that is set up on the Stockfile page. So not only can everyone see that everyone is paying and that everyone is getting their share, but if, let's say, halfway through they decide to go, okay, we're not going to do it anymore, we're going to run away with the money we have, then you can go and say, hey, look, this website shows all of the bank details. They show everything that has been done. We haven't been paid out. These people pretty much just stole our money. Something like that. I don't know. But best way to even avoid all of that is just to find people you trust. I have found people I trust, and I'll do it with them. So that's the best way to just get around it. But it will also be a nice way to go. It's also smart to go and put a deposit in. So you tell people they need to put a deposit in. So when they run out, or if they just decide to leave, because you do get people that like leave as soon as they get their payout, then they still lose money. So for example, let's say the total payout is 1,200 rand, right? Then you tell them you need to give us a deposit of 600 rand. So they need to be at least half of what they're going to get paid out. So at the end of the day, if they leave, they lose that 600 rand, meaning that everyone else can still get access to that 600 rand. So even though they left, there's still 600 rand worth of payouts that can go. So just one thing you could use. You could also go for a full payout model or per month payout. So let's say if you get paid out first, your deposit should be the full amount. So if you leave, everyone after you can still get paid. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, it's a difficult balance between fair and normal and okay, depending on again, just trust the people. If you don't do it with people you don't trust, that's the whole point. If you do it with someone you don't trust, you're gonna get scammed. Then it becomes a pyramid scheme pretty much. So yeah, just be careful. All right, so let's see what else. So I'm gonna learn 2 languages. So let's see what languages do I want to learn the most. I'd say currently the most I want to learn is probably Spanish and Japanese. But see, Zulu, I kind of want to learn that too. Because, a majority of the people in my country speak Zulu. And I even got books and stuff of Zulu because that's why I was busy learning it. But damn, it just became yeah. But I don't know, I'm actually considering maybe leaving the country. So I don't know if I want to spend the time to learn Zulu and then leave the country and never use it, or spend the time learn Japanese and Spanish. Japanese I'll be using on an almost daily basis as I watch anime or play games that are in Japanese. I can use it a lot. And Spanish is pretty much used everywhere as well, so it's also something I'll be able to use a lot. And a good chance that if I go to a country, they're most likely going to have like a Spanish-speaking community there. Unlike with Afrikaans or Zulu or Dutch, or even Korean. Korean also has a lot of content. But yeah, I don't think learning Japanese and Korean at the same time would be the smartest decision. So I think I'll stick with simply being Spanish and Japanese maybe. But I kind of want to learn Dutch as well. But the thing is, I can kind of understand it already. Yeah, so let's go learn Japanese. I would like to pick it up. Only issue with Japanese is it's so big. So I'm scared I'm gonna start with it, but not be able to finish it again. And in Spanish, learn Spanish. Let's go here and say. And why are you bold, my guy? Stop being bold. Just be regular sans serif. So learn Spanish, learn a Japanese. Oh man, I need to learn English. Okay, so we have learned Japanese, learn Spanish. Let's see if we can break these like 3 down here into smaller categories. I'd also like to actually learn the kalimba. Not a kalimba. I already know the kalimba. The ukulele. But I'll maybe just first get the lyre harp. If that's good, I'll maybe do the ukulele afterwards. Alright, so let's ask ChatGPT about these, because I don't really know. Let's go here. Just gonna copy all of this. Chat.com. I'm making a bingo board full of my goals. However, I need help with some of them. I want to learn biology, but of course cannot learn everything. And let's maybe just tell him like the length, so for my mid length to achieve goals. Yeah, I don't want to like spend 5 years trying to achieve a goal. Like even with the Japanese, I just want to know the basics. Same with Spanish. I just want to know the basics. I want to be able to at least understand basic conversations, and then after that we can go look for something a little bit heavier. Let's actually put it like a read. Damn. No. Why? Stop being bold. I'm gonna fire you. Okay, so let's go here and say. Should we read a book? Watch an anime? It depends actually. Let me just put that there. How long would it take to learn enough Japanese to understand anime? Like, you can take whatever it is here and, like, I don't know, subtract 6 months for the 6 months for the knowledge I already have, which is about a year and a half, but condense it down to 6 months because I forgot most of it. So let's see here. Your basic goals, understanding versus full comprehension, prior language experience. I don't really care about all this. Let's see. Basic understanding. Big common phrases, greetings, simple expressions. Daijoubu? Nani? Yeah, I already know most of those. Helpful for watching anime with subtitles, and 30 minutes a day using apps. Like, man, who uses Duolingo to learn languages? Seriously. Gee whiz. Okay. Intermediate without subtitles for easier shows. 1 to 2 years. Ouch. And you need to study like 1 to 2 hours daily. Like, I can do an hour daily. I'll try to do that. Damn. I'm trying to think. Okay. And how long to understand a school, like a book, book for kids. I could almost fluently read once. So let's see here. So maybe we'll be lucky. 3 to 6 months. Nah, mate. The 3 to 6 months, my butt. I'm probably like, oh, that's picture books. Oh, okay, no, that makes sense. Early readers, 6 months, 6 to 12 months. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, I think those should be like split into two, like understand anime in Japanese. Okay, so we can say like at most 3 years for these. So if they take longer than 3 years, then we can just say nah. I think I should be able to do that in like 3 years. And then read a book in Japanese. Should it be read? Because, you know, I could read books. I just couldn't fully, like, 20 words per minute or something like read it. I was pretty slow. I could read it, but it just was very slow. So, comprehend a book? No. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. Understand a book? I don't just want to make it read a book, because I could read a book. It's not that difficult. Fluently. Let's go fluently. I think that. Fluently. I don't know if that's spelled correctly. Fluently read a book in Japanese. Ah, man. Okay, we're gonna make it slightly smaller, like 25. There we go. Okay, so fluently read a book in Japanese. This means I should be able to open it, read it from page 1 to page, I don't know, 100 or not 100. Whew, my brain. Page 1 to, let's say, page 20. And I should be able to read it and comprehend it fluently. Let's say that. That should be doable in like 2 years, I think. If I can understand anime, I can probably understand that. Okay, so Japanese has been split up into something smaller that we can get easier. Easily, I don't know. English. I should actually learn that. Okay, let's go with biology. Okay, let's just start a new chat. No, I just want to start a new chat. How? Ah, man, okay. Can't. Maybe if I do a refresh? There we go. Okay, I'm making a bingo board for my however, album name. I want numerology, but I can't handle anything. What do you let's say, what is that? While I type. Anyway, let's say I can allocate free spaces for it. Yeah. Can you give me free topics I can learn in under a year with biology? Yeah, let's go something like that. However, need some help. In biology, I want to know what a vet knows. Let's go like that, just so it knows what my actual goal is. I just want to know biology, like everything. I kind of specifically want to focus on animals, you know. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, what's that? What? Oh, it's like keyboard shortcuts. Okay, that's annoying. But of course, cannot learn everything. Let's say I can allocate free spaces for it. Can give me free topics that I can learn in under a year of biology. And let's assume I know nothing about biology. Let's see. So it says animal anatomy and physiology. What?
Physiology.
Physiology. Okay, that makes sense. Sociology. Ah, damn I. Right, man. Let's see here. Why this is a core veterinary knowledge on how. Actually, I'm gonna copy all this as well. This could be useful information later on. So let me point that there. Okay, so let's see here. It focuses on basic animal organ systems: skeletal, muscular, digestive, circulatory. Okay, that's cool. Compare with human anatomy to make it easier. You likely know more than you think. I hope so. I know what a bone is, but that's about the extent of my biology knowledge. Differences between species: dog, cat versus horse. That's cool. And then of course, you have your resources. Okay. So let's copy that. I think that's good. Boom. No. Why do you do this to me? Stop being bold. What? Why are you so on? Gee whiz. So let's go learn. GIMP. Please. This is not good marketing. Are you not all sans serif? 25. Okay. Maybe that'll fit. Let's hope. No, not the back. The front. It kind of just fits, but I could make it slightly smaller. There we go. Nope. Nope. There we go. Okay. Next one it says is cell biology and genetics. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Why this? Understanding the cell works, how traits are passed down. You know what's something I do want to do? I kind of want to make a simulation. But it's kind of big because I want to go from the atom level, but I don't understand how atoms work. But I want to go from atom level and build it up, you know. And I want to see how I can mix them all together to, at some point, create a dog or something. You know, I kind of want to remake life on Earth, you know, from the basic core fundamentals. But I just don't have the knowledge. But I do want to do it. So that'd be kind of cool. I might want to learn some physics as well. Do I want to learn some math? I might want to get my math skills up again. Just put math here. Math. And we'll get back to that. Okay, so it focuses on the cell structure and functions. Basic genetics, Punnett squares, inheritance, mutations, how genetic disorders or cellular issues lead to diseases, and Khan Academy. Okay, I'm up for that. Okay, so let's go here. Learn. Why? Why do you? Okay, you know what? I didn't even know anymore, Gimp. I don't even know anymore. Okay, and what's the last one? Animal health, disease, and behavior basics. Oh, okay. This is the heart of being a vet, recognizing illness and understanding how animals behave. Oh, so it's not just if you actually study it. I thought it's just a thing that you learn over time. So like, oh man, this zebra isn't acting normal as he always does, so he's probably sick, something like that. It's kind of cool that you can actually study it. Signs of common. Oh, you just learn signs of it for common. Oh, so kind of like with people, like you can see. Oh, so they possibly have a cold. Basic immunology, how the immune system works. I would love that. I love freaking the immune system stuff. I just like to watch those things on YouTube. It's just so interesting. Your immune system is like the coolest thing in your body. Man, it's like if programming was really a thing in like human biology. It's just insane. And then core vaccines and zoonotic diseases, animal behavior basics, especially for dogs and cats. I especially want to go into reptiles specifically, but I think if I've got the basics of this, I could just jump over to reptiles. I know they have like different systems and stuff, but knowing that should probably make it easier to jump over to them. And I could probably specifically go for a different one. It doesn't need to be dogs and cat. I could specifically go for like reptiles. Learn. Yo. Okay, let's see. Let's make you not bold. Just sans serif. Make you 25 and see what we can do with you. No, stop moving the thing in the back. Yo, okay, there we go. So now, learn animal health, disease, and behavior basics. Ah man, disease is like just over. Ah man, let's make it 24. 23. There we go. I wonder if I should, like, let's say I'm focusing on biology for a week. I wonder if I should, like, just in brackets specify it's biology. 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 Just so I know exactly what this focus is on. 25. And genetics. Can I put biology? No, I can't. It already has biology. Do I need to? I'm not going to specify. It's going to make my life difficult. Okay. Remove that. Okay. So we have our 3 basics of biology. Okay. Thanks a ton. Just so if AI ever takes over, they'll be like, hey, that guy said thanks. Don't kill him slowly, kill him immediately. I don't know. Now, can we do the same for accounting and finances? No, go away. I want to stay logged out. Okay, so personal finance and budgeting. This is most immediately useful area, knowing how to manage your money. Okay. But how do you know where to stop with that? How do you know when you learned everything? Because that's so vague, it just sounds so vague. Let's keep that on the thing. Accounting, this is what I want to learn. Accounting fundamentals. Yes, okay. Let's go. Boink, accounting fundamentals. Learn. No, where's my N? Learn. No. Okay, learn accounting spelling. Hate it. There we go. We just make that regular sans serif. Thank you. And then make this, select everything, make this 25. And then we just move this so it's a little bit more centered. Investing and financial liberty. Okay. Learn investing and financial liberty. Okay, make that 25, I guess. And then let me move it so I can just get a good note. I can just get a good thing with it. Learn investing and financial liberty. The literacy, not liberty. What? I thought I was learning how to be free financially. Oh man. Okay. I should just actually learn freaking English. Or maybe I'm just dyslexic. I don't even know anymore. Okay, no, that's a little too big. Let's go 20. And financial literacy. Okay. There we go. Actually, that literacy might actually be able to fit. Ah, just not. Okay. It's fine. Okay. And let's see here. So that is... Okay. And then let's... can you give me something less vague than... There we go. Build a 3-month personal... What? No. No, I want to learn how to do it. I don't want to do it yet. Ah, man, okay. Let's see here. Okay, I'll just like search this on Google and hope for the best. It's vague enough that it can literally just mean anything at this point. Okay, let's move this. Go like that. Okay, what else here can we break up into smaller bits? Consistent weekly video upload, learn electricity. This I'll need to ask my dad. I have no idea, like, he'll know best what he knows best. Yeah, I might even just use free space then. Let's see, relearn Delier, learn Arduino. This would be better if we did something. You know what I always wanted to do, just as a basic Arduino project, is build a system where you have like your card. You have like your card, and then you tap it on the door to open up for you. You can still use your keys, of course, but I want to build that. That's actually the original reason why I got into Arduino, because I don't know, something about that project just excites me. I don't know why. So let's, instead of saying learn Arduino, how can you phrase that is short? Build. Someone's at the door. Give me a second. All right. Sorry about that. My neighbor wanted me to take a picture of them and just their dog. All right. So what build? Oh yeah, I want to build a system where you can open your doors or unlock your doors with an NFC card. Is it called NFC? Let's just say NFC. Build NFC. You can even use your phone because your phone has NFC. I'm hoping it's NFC. Off. Build NFC off for home door. There you go. Let's then just move this like that. And then we're gonna have to become smaller. So let's go 25. It actually almost fits perfectly. But let's do it like that. Why not? And then just move it. Nope. Move the F. There we go. Okay. And then learn Blender. Yeah, I think Blender is probably something you can learn within a year, like the basics. Just learn Blender is fine. Subsistence farming. That's also just something you'll probably like your sort of, I don't know, potatoes. Make sure you can grow potatoes. I don't know. Like I'm already doing like a little bit of farming where we used to grow, not carrots. We did grow carrots at some point though, but we used to grow cabbages. But now we're mostly just growing chilies. Damn, I freaking love those chilies, but I just throw them in my noodles. It's awesome. Speaking of noodles, I haven't even eaten today. I might look at that sometime. Alright, then we have Learn Colmuck. That's about as basic as it comes. Then we have Learn Cybersecurity Basics. Like, there's probably like some sections of cybersecurity, but I think basics is good enough. Just so, you can. And AWS Basics. Yeah, you don't need to know everything, or I don't want to know everything about AWS. I just want to know the basics of, I want to know more about S3 buckets. I want to know more about the things I already know, and then just a little bit of the things I don't know, so that whenever I hear of something, I can think of a solution on AWS instead of having to, Google it first. Free space, we might change that later. Buy a car. Ah, man. Is there anything else I want to buy? No, I don't think. I want to buy a VR headset, but that's not really a goal. It's just something I want. Same with like a Steam Deck. It's not really a goal. But if I could get my hands on one, it'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I don't really. I want to get one of those flip phones, but like the Samsung ones. But in South Africa, they're expensive. Never. I'm never in my life, and Samsung, I want you to hear, I'm never in my life paying more than 15,000 rand for any phone. Your 40,000 rand phones, never happening, okay? Yeah, so I'm definitely waiting until the markets for these bendable screens and stuff, I'm really just waiting for the market to bring the price down. Because, never, ever, ever will I pay that much for a phone. Even on contract, never. The thing is, a phone it's just not worth it. I can't see the worth in a phone that much. Like, even 15,000 rand, which is the price of my previous phone, I can't really justify the price. It's a nice phone. I freaking love it. I still use it. It's awesome. But, as long as it's not a Xiaomi phone, you're pretty much good to go, I'm sorry, Xiaomi. I used to love you, but your phones get really slow after a single year. Like, really slow. So, yeah. And then learn Rust. That's pretty much as basic as it comes. Finish the stock file website. Basic. Learn Spanish. And here is where we can maybe say, watch or understand a movie that's fully Spanish. Like, I'm sure there's probably like Spanish dubs of popular movies that I probably like rewatching. It's maybe The Martian has a Spanish dub. I'd love to watch that. Man, I love The Martian. It's a great movie. Alright, back to topic. So learn Spanish. I want to be able to, let's say, also fluently read a book and understand the show. Okay, so let's actually just copy this. Yoink. Throw it in there. Fluently read a book in Spanish. And we're going to order this into a more understandable or better one in a second. Spanish. Order Spanish dubs of anime. That'd be kind of cool. Let me just go check Crunchyroll. And let's check One Piece. Maybe One Piece will have a Spanish dub. Settings, audio. Nah, just Japanese. But sometimes you have like really weird dubs here. For example, the other day I saw a dub in, was it Brazilian? I was, what? Dutch, Espanol. Okay, no, they have Spanish. España. Portuguese, yeah, they're Brazil. It's just weird. It'd be kind of cool if there was an anime dubbed in Afrikaans. But yeah, I think it's. I have like requested. Was it Afri TV or something like that? I requested him to consider it, but I highly doubt that they are gonna do it though. It's unfortunate, but I think there's a market, especially in South Africa. Like we've seen, like how popular the Afrikaans dubs of Demon Slayer is. Really popular in South Africa. So yeah, I think there is a market for it. I just think it's untapped. Like in South Africa, there's a massive market for anime in general. Now, most anime is not even available in South Africa because South Africa. But what if we could get most of those animes here? Not only would that market explode, like even manga. Like manga used to be 150 rand in 2020. That same manga book right now, if you go to the same bookstore where you bought that book in 2020, that same exact one will now be 450 rand. So there is definitely a market because otherwise that jump is insane. You can still, if you're smart and you know where to look, you can still find new ones, not pre-owned ones, but new ones for 150 rand if you know where to look. But yeah, it just sucks that it's become so expensive because it's blown up. Because in South Africa, it's actually something that people want, you know. And I can't understand why most anime companies cannot see that, you know. But yeah, so anime in Afrikaans, I think, would do pretty good. Although in most Afrikaans culture, anime is still considered widely to be a children's thing. So, you know, but I have found a lot of Afrikaans friends that do like anime, so we might be lucky. And Zulu as well. I think Zulu would blow up if there was anime dubs of it, especially because a lot of my friends who are Zulu love anime. That's how I met most of my friends that speak Zulu. Actually, through a hentai group, but we all like anime anyways because if you like hentai, you're gonna like anime. So, so yeah, that's pretty much it will blow up. But yeah, so maybe understanding anime slash show, it could be either or. Same actually with like Japanese. Like if I could watch a drama in Japanese, that could be cool. Show. So I think either or is good. So let's move you right there. Okay, so let's see. Spanish, Japanese, cells. Learn anime, health, disease, yeah, financial stuff. Okay, then we have 2 free spaces that we can still use here. Yeah, my dad will probably not have like a specific curriculum. He'll probably just like teach me as things go. So, learn electricity basics, I guess. Yeah, he's not really one to like make lessons. I'm kind of that one. My dad, I think, would just teach me as he like just notices. Oh, I need to fix this. Why not just call my son in? So yeah, I think that's good. Then maybe with math, I'd like to learn algebra. We can start with that. I like to be proficient in it because I've lately seen my math skill going like that. I'm actually one of the better people when it comes to math in my family, so I kind of want to keep that title. So just relearn a little bit of algebra. Hey, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm back at it. Man, that just looks so ugly. Maybe you can just make it white. Oh wait, there's so many freaking layers. Let's select that one. Yo, no, I'm not gonna. Too much effort. Never mind. You know what I do instead? Rather do just select this. Select that. And maybe just create a new layer just to make it simple. And then Make sure we have the same background. Boom. What? How is that the same background? No way. That's not the same background. Okay, let's try again. This one right here. Okay, I might have clicked on the wrong one. For a second here, it felt like it was going to be that thing where like the dress had like two colors and everyone saw like a different color or something. Yeah, so this is pretty much the plan for, I'd say, like next year around this time. Some of these, however, do have like 2 year goings. For example, this one right here, that's going to take about 2 years. So it's not something that's going to be done right now. So yeah, it's kind of like a mixed bag there. Let's actually create a new layer here. But yeah, the main goal is I want to get most of them done within a year. You know, if it could be before December, that's even better. Yeah, I'm going to try to get at least one bingo within a year. So this really just maybe give it a good color. Bingo card. Now this can be bold, my guy. And italic, why not? Let's make it 50 so it looks nice and big. Put it there. Alpha to selection. Yoink. Select. Grow. Yeah. Go black. Layer 1. There we go. So yeah, so pretty much plan if I can get something done before December would be awesome. However, some of them are definitely not going to be done before then, but yeah, we'll see. Traveling plans. Oh man. I'm broke. I would love to travel though. We had plans to visit a couple places in South Africa last month, but that was only to like find a new place to live because the Western Cape is actually really difficult to find an affordable housing. You know, like a 2-bedroom apartment is about 12 to 13,000 rand if you want to look in a decent neighborhood where you're not going to get like robbed constantly. And yeah, that translates to about, let's see, not $100. That would be, yeah, around just a little bit under $1,000. No, dollars are pretty strong now. And let's say about $800. So $800 a month just for a 2-bedroom apartment. Very tight. So we wanted to actually travel a little bit to see if we can find our places. But then we decided now we're just going to stick in Western Cape and I'm just going to have to suck it up. So yeah. But traveling would be awesome. There's a lot of countries I would like to visit. But yeah, no. That's like even just visiting Japan, we did a little bit of a calculation of how much it would cost just for like a month visit there. And it's just so absurdly much that I could buy a car. You know, and there we go, buy a car. Let me go thing back. So yeah, I would rather buy the car than visit Japan. But yeah. Yeah, better stay grounded. We'll move out later. Yeah, very much. But we have one free space. What should we make it? What other goals are there that I could strive for to make this a full bingo? We could be traveling on there, but I don't know. I highly doubt that within the next like 5 years I'll be traveling. I highly doubt it. Unless I maybe find a job in a different country, but I kind of like my job, so chances are very low. I don't know. Is there anything else that I might want as a goal? Maybe something light. Ooh, you know what? Maybe set up a home server. That's something I've been wanting to do for ages. I'm learning more about VMs and practicing Dockers and K8s. I know what a K8 is, but Dockers are awesome. I actually used to study it for a while. It was really awesome. I never used it at work for like years, so I kind of lost all my skill with it. But I really loved Docker. And VMs are also fun. I also run a couple of VMs from time to time, not professionally, but just like on my regular system. But man, Docker is awesome. I freaking love it. You know how much time Docker has saved me in the past? Yeah. Build a home. Yeah, a home server. I might make that free space something. I don't like having a free space. I want to work for it. Free space sounds too much like I'm just getting it for free. I don't want free things. Except money. Free money is always awesome. Let's see. Okay, maybe as you said, like maybe learning painting. Ooh, painting would be kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, maybe paint. Yeah, painting could be, because that could be like a nice hobby. You know, you could possibly make a little bit of money from it too. Yeah. Learn to paint. But it's almost too easy. It's almost too easy. Let's add a little bit extra here. Just to make it, the free space shouldn't be free. It should be easy. Too easy. It should be simple. So it shouldn't be something that you can just, that will take you a year, but it shouldn't be something that you can probably do it in a month. Like, granted, I'm not going to be painting like some of the most popular artists in a month, but I'm probably going to be able to understand how to paint and what sort of paints work based on with each other and whatnot. Sketching could be cool, yeah. Sketch. Yeah, so maybe learn to paint and sketch. I could like, yeah, I want to, yeah, there's a goal. Let's see, draw slash paint in good looking anime character. Man, is that, wait, let me just respell it. Character, there we go. Yeah, kind of like what PewDiePie did. I kind of want to do like he did. That'd be kind of cool. It's not like good looking, like sexy. It should just like look normal. It shouldn't have like weird facial structures and eyes that don't match, you know. Okay, so that should be something that won't take too long. Like, I'd say probably within 6 months we could do this. Yeah, that's a good idea. I like it. Alright, so let's maybe just order them a bit. I used to have a friend that also like just drew the most amazing like Dragon Ball Z characters. I should actually talk to him again. I wonder how, like, if he pursued it or if he did something else, because he really got really good at drawing. I think, especially like when I was grade 7, he was really good. So I should actually ask him if he pursued it. I didn't think he did though, but I think if he did, he probably could make something from it. Yeah, and Dragon Ball Z is like also the coolest to draw because you can like just like draw the coolest things. But also one of the most difficult ones because I know something he always struggled with was the proportions, like drawing the muscles and stuff. It just always looked a little bit off. And near the end, it really started looking good. But at the start, it was also always like a little bit off. It just like looked too buff or too many muscles or something like that. All right, so let's see here. How can we align this to, I think learn animal anatomy is fine. Accounting, yeah, I think it should be, everything here should be something different. It shouldn't be like two things in the same, or we should try at least, not having two things in the same line there. That's the same thing. Let's see. Are these goals for 10 years? I hope so. No. This is like for more like 2 years at most. Yeah, I don't want to spend too long on this bingo card. Alright, so let's see. Learn animal anatomy and psychology. Learn accounting. Understand Japanese stuff. That's fine. Consistent weekly upload and electricity. Learn the Lyre. Build NFC. Learn Blender. Subsistence farming. Learn Colmac. Most of these are pretty much their own thing. I don't know if I want 2 languages. Yo, that's freaking... let's see here. Yeah, for example, like here's like 2 biology stuff. I don't know if I want 2 biology in like the same row. So let's maybe just like go like that too. to keep it a little bit more random. I didn't just want to hit bingo out of nowhere, you know? But I also don't want to make it too difficult by having two things in the same line that could conflict with each other. So, do that. Finance again. Spanish, algebra, and home server. Okay, let's go with the liar right here, because most of these at the bottom are going to take a really long time. But the liar should only take me like, what, 3 months? Algebra itself is 2 years at least. Ouch! Really? No way. I'm like talking basic algebra. I'm not like going to calculus or that stuff, right? wait. Let's chat. Bro, is basic algebra like? What the heck am I typing? Algebra like 2 years. No way. Okay, fact ChatGPT. Calculus is analysis, not algebra. Oh, really? Algebra is groups, fields, and... okay. Let's see, how does he break it down? So the key topics... Yeah, the basics I know, that's not going to take like forever. This I know, yeah, that's fine. Realistic timeline, so 4 to 8 weeks is if you study a few hours per week. Oh wait, you had multiple algebras. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let's go to Khan Academy. I think Khan Academy could give me a decent idea of how much work it is. Ooh, I can donate now. Let's see here. I'm a learner. Can I just search algebra? I just want to see your courses, my guy. Oh, these are exercise. Where's the courses? What's all this? Oh wait, here we go. Math. Grade 8 math. Ready stuff. So you have algebra 1, geometry, and then algebra 2. Let's see, how big are they? And then college algebra. I might. Okay, so, ooh, they have units now. Now, how long is a unit? And what's with this CSS? Can I... Oh, I need to remove that, okay. Okay, so each unit is... Oh, and you actually get, like, things you need to... Oh, okay, cool, that's nice. College algebra is GG. No. I've always tried to learn it because I know Free Code Camp has college algebra. And I tried to follow it, but it always fell off. Is it this one? Because there's always a point where I just don't really understand what's going on anymore. Yes, it's this one. So I don't know where it is. I think it's like here at almost hour 2, where I don't know what's going on anymore. So I just want to try that again, but it's really fun. I freaking love algebra. It's the one thing when I had to drop out of like pure maths to math lit, I just missed algebra. The other things I didn't care about, but algebra is the thing I missed the most. But yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna try it. 2 years or not, I'll pursue it. I'll become the best math guy ever. Let's say, maybe just save this before I lose it. Goals. Okay, I think most of these should be doable. Linear algebra is more useful for programming. Ooh. Linear algebra. Linear algebra branch mathematics dealing with vectors, matrices, and linear transformations. Ah, yes. Words. I understand these. It's a fundamental tool for various fields, including mathematics, physics, computer science, and economics. Hey, that actually kind of works perfectly because I'm already also learning economics here. So, yeah, this will actually... But that's a question. Should I be learning linear algebra, or is it just regular algebra, or do they just kind of fall into one another? Abstract algebra is useless. I've never even heard of that. Abstract algebra. A branch of mathematics that studies algebraic structures such as groups, rings, and fields, rather than focusing on the manipulation of equations and formulas as in elementary algebra. It does sound kind of boring. Will color coding your bingo cards help you do these things which are similar? Or wait. Will color coding your bingo cards help? I was reading with my eyes, but not with my head. My bad. It might actually. It might. Let's see here. Let me just also select that. Let's go. Yeah, maybe like pink here. So that would be like animal. Hello. What's happening? Why aren't you? What color even is that? I select pink. What's happening? Okay, maybe if we make it red, will be. I have no idea what's going on. Like, look at that. What? That's not the color I selected. I didn't think I understand GIMP. If I go black, will it? Yeah, it makes it black. Okay. Let's try this again. Pink. Like, look at it. What? Are you graduated from college already? Actually, I never attended it. I wish I could though. When I first left school, I was like, I don't need it. And not that we could afford it, but I didn't need it. Now I kind of wish I could go because there's so many things there that I want to learn, I want to do, but time, money, and BEE all forces me to say no. But why is the coloring, like, what's it even doing? Is it a layer thing? Should I be selecting a top layer? No. I have no idea what it's doing. Maybe. Nah, I think it's good. Like, what even is that color? Like, that's not the color I selected. I don't understand. When I select black, it works, but when I select pink, it doesn't. It just doesn't make sense now. White works, but why does pink not work? I guess we shall not be color coding today. Is that a bug, maybe? It possibly is. But alright. I think we're good. Yeah, so I'm pretty much a web developer at the moment. Occasionally bumping into software dev for like when we work on our mobile apps. But yeah, for the most part, I'm just a web dev right now. Luckily, to become a web dev, you generally don't need to go to university. But yeah, I kind of want to work at a systems level though. But for that, I think you would need to go to university. But I would like to learn more about the system. Like, I want to be able to allocate RAM and, I don't know, build my own CPU. Like, there's people, like, I always find it cool, like, when people, like, build a little computer in Minecraft or something. Just really, really cool. Ah, thank you. Thank you. I hope it's cool, at least. Alright, so now, I'm up at a loss. Where do I go from here? So I have the thing. That do I plan it out? Like, okay, let's put my time in perspective. So we can consider I will start working at 7 a.m. So let's see, work 7 a.m. to approximately, depending on the day, 5 p.m. 5 to 6 p.m. 5 p.m. is usually a safe guess or estimate. And then this is from Monday to Saturday. And then we have Sunday, where we don't work, so Sunday. Okay, that leaves us from 5 p.m. to, well, I probably wouldn't go further than 9 p.m. to do our stuff and actually get things done. And then from Sunday, I'll probably only do things from like 9 a.m. I'm not going to stand up early on a Sunday. and then I have until approximately, and so I just don't die until like 4 p.m. Because I need to break, otherwise I'm gonna burn out. I think your stream got recommended to me because we did algorithms in Pascal in college in my first semester. Oh, I see. So you're probably following my Pascal course. Nice. Basically, Pascal is pretty much C with things named differently. Yeah, Pascal is like an easy version of C. It was the easy version of C before all the other slop came out that we have now. Alright, so I'm gonna say from, let's say, 5 to 6, I should probably eat. I'm not gonna eat an hour. What? I don't know. Like, not from 5 to 6. Let's go. Let's say just allocate 30 minutes to eat. Then I don't even need 30 minutes. Like, I eat noodles. I don't need 30 minutes to eat. I need like 10 minutes. I just start up the noodles while I'm doing something. So 10 minutes is probably fine. So that means that's pretty much the background thing. We don't even have to worry about eating then. So let's see. What are the things I have here? So I kind of want to focus on biology as a little bit. But see, if I want to learn a language, I'm going to have to be consistent and probably do it every day. So let's say Japanese from 6 to 7 p.m. Spanish from 6 to 8. Oh, I thought that looked a little bit weird. Spanish from 7 to 8. My guy, what is my typing doing to me? But see, I don't know, because then that leaves me like an hour to, I don't know, break, to not work myself to death. Because the thing is, we need to take into consideration, I need at least, maybe I can, instead of having a break hour, what if we have a break day? So then let's say on a Wednesday, I don't do any of this. I just break. Like, it's work. I gotta work on a Wednesday. Yeah, because then burnout should be pushed far enough away. But well, I just need to test. I'll need to see. If it doesn't work out, I'll just need to swap it around a bit. Rookie scheduling burnout in 2 weeks. Or maybe, yeah, it's definitely got burnout in 2 weeks. Maybe Spanish. I wonder. Do you think it would be wise to, let's say, do Japanese? And once I start getting to the flow of, I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere, take a month off and do Spanish until I feel I'm not getting anywhere again, and then go back to Japanese? Or do you think that will disrupt the Japanese/Spanish learning flow so much that will set me back? What do you think? Because that way, I could possibly still learn both languages and still follow my general structure of how I learn languages, but it should keep me from burnout immediately, as well as allow me to do more things before, time runs out. Focus on one language, more fun. Yes, the only issue is, let's say I only focus on Japanese. The biggest thing is always, I get to a point where it feels that I'm not moving forward. And I always felt, or always in the past, when I didn't feel like I was moving forward, I would learn another language, for example, Zulu. But in the past, I had more time, so I would spend time learning both. Because the big thing is, if I don't feel like I'm making progress, I don't want to do it anymore. I kind of lose my interest in it. But when I have something else to bump me up, then it kind of encourages me to go on again. But I think let's just focus on one, yeah. Maybe focusing on one would be best, because I don't have the time. I think back then it was a luxury, but now I don't have the luxury anymore. So I might just need to just suck it up and go one and just try not to lose my interest in it. I've been doing Spanish for a year of Duolingo, and I can only understand a few sentences. My wording. I can only understand some words and can't form sentences on a length. Yeah, that's a problem with Duolingo. That's why I don't really use it, because it teaches you words and stuff, but when you need to put it into practice, that's where it usually fails, unfortunately. So that's why I generally don't use Duolingo. I'd rather go for something like Lingodeer and put a little bit of YouTube in with that, and maybe if I'm really not feeling up for it that day, I'd do a little bit Duolingo for 15 or 20 minutes, just so I do something at least that day. But Duolingo wouldn't be my main go-to. It's just, yeah, most of the things you don't learn enough. Like a lot of times, especially with Japanese, there's a lot of concepts that Duolingo just doesn't teach you. It's so stupid, actually. I think the only language you could probably learn from Duolingo and get like 70% proficient with it is probably Esperanto. But only because if you know the rules, then you only need to learn the vocabulary. Or yeah, you only need to learn the grammar, the words. So yeah, I think that's the only place where Duolingo might actually shine. Also, I'm a huge anime fan, so know some Japanese words and phrases. Yeah, I think anime is just awesome, and if you learn Japanese to watch anime, it just makes it so much cooler. Yeah, I think that's probably like Japan's biggest way to like win a culture war is just like push anime down everyone's throats. Everyone love it. Everyone wants to know the Nihon. We want to speak the Japanese. I only really studied Chinese. They have actually good standardized books. Oh, I was thinking about learning Chinese. The only issue is, yeah, I didn't have time because with Chinese, it's so big. It's like one of the most difficult languages in the world. You're gonna need to have time to be able to learn Chinese. And I don't think with 1 hour a day, I'm gonna become proficient enough with Chinese in any way within the next 2 years. Maybe if I only focus on talking and not writing as well, maybe I'll be able to become relatively proficient with Chinese. Same with Japanese. But the thing is, I learn best when I write. So learning to write while I learn to speak is kind of my way of also learning. That's how I also like learned kanji, hiragana, katakana so fast in the past because that was how I learned. So I wrote all my notes in Japanese. But the big issue comes that if you haven't touched Japanese for almost a year and a half, you can't understand your notes anymore. It's all in Japanese. What do I do? Japanese don't want to win culture war rule. They're one of the most nationalist nations out there. Fair enough. Chinese love foreigners though. Fair enough, but this foreigner doesn't really love China. I like the language, but I don't like the country. So the big issue is now learn Chinese. What I'm gonna do with it? I'm not gonna go to China. That is not really my version of the best country out there, if you know what I mean. I don't even think I'd go there like on just a holiday, unless it's actually that's a good question. How expensive is it to have a holiday in China? Maybe if it's affordable enough, I would actually do it. Budget travelers can expect to spend around $100 per person per day. Ouch. That's actually kind of tight, my guy. But it makes sense. I think that's about the same for Japan, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a little bit higher. Nah, they're not even giving me the date right now. $35 a night for a capsule hotel. Hotels are very affordable, yeah. Yeah, foreigners hate China. Yeah, I just think their philosophy doesn't mix with a lot of foreigners, unfortunately. Not mutual other way compared to Japan. Yeah. I heard Japan, however, is very is the word xenophobic? Xenophobic with an X, yeah. Dislike or prejudice against people of other countries. Yeah, I think if I've heard correctly, they're kind of xenophobic. So yeah, who knows? I heard they're nice though. They're nice people, but if you live there, they are a little bit. Alright, so let's say we learn Japanese, then from 6 to 7, because I think that's the thing I'll probably find the most use in, because at least I can like watch. But the thing is, Spanish is kind of used everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna have to debate that with myself later. So learn language, because I think Spanish just has more use cases, and it would be faster to learn as well. Okay, so we have our language that we want to learn. We want to do accounting as well. So let's assume learn accounting from 7 to 8. By 8, my brain is dead, so anything here that can be done without needing brain is good. I mean, I still need to make it weekly. Okay. Let's start with actual days. I think that would be better because I can't, yeah, daily basis. So let's say Monday, we have our work, right? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I mean, I forget this isn't Sublime Text. Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday. And on Saturdays, I only work until 3 p.m. at most. Okay, so here I think language and accounting, that's about good. Then let's say on Tuesday, we can film YouTube. So we can actually get that from 6 to 7. Filming doesn't take that long because I already have the scripts. So most of them are only like 20 minutes. So let's say 6 to 6:30 is a good choice or a good number. And I don't have to do any scripting at the moment because I have so many scripts, I don't even get to them. And then we need to do the language. So I think I'll do language every day. And it'll be from 6:30 until 7:30. Anything we can probably possibly put in there. Electricity, I don't think I'm going to give a specific time for it because I think with that, I'll just learn it whenever my dad gives it to me. So, yeah. The NFC thing, I'm going to do that whenever we move. So I'm going to leave that there for now. Blender, we'll put it on the list here. So let's say Blender. Subsistence farming, I think that's just something I'll learn over time. That's something I have to give time with. Learn Colmac, I kind of do during work. When I type, I code in Colmac sometimes. Learn cybersecurity basics. Yeah, that's gonna cyber security basics. I could, but possibly twist my boss's arm to consider learning cybersecurity as part of work. But I think that will be a little bit of a stretch. Ooh, drawing. Art. Biology. Rust. Let's see here. Biology, Rust. The Stockfile website. AWS. The thing is, I don't even have to do everything right now. I can just choose like 3 or 4 that I should focus on right now, and once they're done, I can jump over to the next thing. So I think it would just be what's more important. So let's see. So just pretty much algebra, the Liar, AWS, and Stockfile. Because I need to choose what is most important for me right now, what I want to focus on. So the Blender I want to focus on for the 3D printer. I'm not going to get a 3D printer probably until the end of next year. So we can move that down. That's not really too important then right now. The cybersecurity basics would be kind of useful. So I think I'll keep that up there. The art is something I should be able to do fairly quickly, so we can put that there as well. If I really want to get that free space, then I'll do art. Someone's at the door. Give me a second. Sorry about that. That was my dad. And my camera fell as well. So let's just bring that back up. Holy moly. Sheesh. This camera setup is too hectic for me. Like the slightest movement just destroys it. There we go. Yeah, sorry, that was my dad. He brought me some fruits. That's awesome. Where were we? Let's see. All right, so yeah, so cybersecurity. Then we have biology. I would really like to start learning biology though. Is it just me or is that low? Yeah, no, it should be good. Okay, that's good. So biology would be pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. So I want to keep that high. Rust, not too important at the moment. It's just something I want to do. Algebra would be kind of cool, but not too important. The library would be, if I just want to do something to get quick, I think the library would be awesome. AWS, currently not too high on the list, and Stockfile, also currently not too high. So then we have our language and accounting, and then YouTube, because I want to, this is one I want to get high, so, or not high, one I want to do highly. So we film from 6 to 6:30, then we learn language from 6:30 to 7:30, and even here we can do that short. Maybe the lyre, 30 minutes a day. Play lyre from. Plus, it doesn't require a lot of brain power. It's overall actually just easy. So yeah, I think that's good. Then you'll still have from like 8 to 9 to just break, rest, watch YouTube's doom scroll, I don't know. Okay, then we have Wednesday. Let's say we learn language from 6 to 7. Then from 7 to 8, we can again do accounting, I think. Then edit video. That can be from, editing videos takes a significant amount of time actually. So let's go from 8 to 9 p.m. It's actually, I actually want to get someone that I can like say, let's say, hey, you get like 10% or not 10%, you get like 30% of the channel income if you edit my videos, because it just takes so much time. And it's usually where a lot of the bottleneck is. Currently I have like 2 videos that's uploaded, just not released. And then there's I think like 5 or 6 videos. And if you include a Python course, then there's about 40 videos in total that has just to be edited. They're filmed, but they just need to be edited. So I want to get myself a video editor at some point. I am working on it though. But yeah, money, always an issue. I work from 7 to 5, and on Friday I only work until 3 p.m. as well. So Thursday we can learn our language from 6 to 7. That's fine. There we learned accounting on Wednesday, so here we could maybe split it up to something else. Maybe biology. Like once a week we can focus on biology. Should I focus on a language accounting, or should I go language accounting and biology, or will it just be maybe too much? It might just be too much actually. And I'm going to be working overtime every day until like the end of the year before I will start slowing down again. The thing is, I don't want to become like amazing at biology. I just want to know it. I'm not going to study it. I just want to, know. I want to understand. So I don't even need like a full hour. I just need like 30 minutes probably. Yeah, then we can go accounting, no accounting, accounting, no accounting. Where it can just be biology for maybe like an hour. And then here again, accounting. And on a Saturday, I don't really want to work a lot on a Saturday. So I think on a Saturday, I'll like skip the language. You know, just chill. And I'll spend like an hour with, let's see. Yeah, maybe here I can do the lyre again. Lyre for like 3 to 3:30, I think. Because with the lyre, I can also like squeeze it in anywhere where I have like free time and I just want to play a little bit. So it's not something I need to specifically focus on, but at least if I haven't done that week, then I can put a little bit in there. Okay, and I don't want to burn out, so I think on a Saturday, this is all I'm going to do. Just maybe force a little bit of lyre in there. And then the rest of the day, I'm going to just chill. So it's just going to be gaming, family, friends. And on a Sunday, I don't work. I don't learn on a Sunday. I don't work on a Sunday. Sunday, gaming, family, friends. That's where I break, because that's also where I regenerate most of my, burnout before I, fall apart. Yeah, so if most of them like this, then let's say, like the language was going to be like that for like 2 or 3 years. Accounting, like we don't need to do like a whole accounting section. As we can see here, we have like 3. So I can do like one of these 3. And then I can swap out accounting for, biology. Well, we're already doing a biology, but we could specify more biology as an example. And then once we're done with the first part of the biology, we can go on and do the second part of accounting. And then swap them out again every time. Yes, pretty much. So you can pretty much do, or assume we can do this. So we first have our learn animal anatomy. And we have our learn accounting basics. I will probably learn accounting basics. Then focus on, and this will be just be doing like this little hour here on the first day. And in here, let's see, what else do we have? Personal finance and budgeting. I wonder, should I be doing budgeting first? Or the accounting fundamentals? I should probably be doing budgeting first. I'll ask ChatGPT. Let's see here. For that there. And because they're all free, it just kind of like works out perfectly as well. So then here, that one will be last. Alright, and then is the literacy. I wonder, should I be doing literacy before I do fundamentals? Yeah, what I'm thinking is it's first this, right? Then we do the, maybe I should do cell before anatomy. So you can start small. Oh, but this is also investing. Okay. Investing can be last. Yeah, I think that's good. You can take that. Throw it in there. Then you can go up to something bigger. And then we do our investing and financial literacy. And then let's see. Yeah, so pretty much just this. I think that's a good one. We could also maybe we should study up on how to do time management. Can you actually study up on that? Study time management. Can you study how to do best time management? Or is it just something you gotta find out for yourself? Because when I was younger, I had like the best time management. I could like pump out 3 videos a day. I could spend 2 hours on the language, an extra hour on another language. I could do a little bit of math. I had time for all of that. Yeah. Sometimes I just miss those younger days. But also back then I didn't make nearly as much as I do now. So, the work requirement was also a lot less. That's also kind of the sucky part of, like, if you work. Like, if you get a raise, you're kind of also expected to, like, put in a little bit extra. Ah, man. And I don't even start in this. To study and implement an effective time management, one should focus on understanding personal time usage, prioritizing tasks, and grading and sticking to a schedule. Yes, sticking to a schedule is not difficult. Like, I've done that so many times in the past. And minimizing distractions, very easy. Okay, I've pretty much been doing all of this all along. Am I a professional time manager? Have I been professional all along? Okay, let's throw this into ChatGPT. Ask it if it's a good, like, is this a good order to learn these in? So based on difficulty overlap and how motivation flows. So personal finance and budgeting. Yep. Oh wait, that's the original one. So just one. Financing and budgeting. Yep. As they say, we should first focus completely on economics and then swap over to something else. I kind of want to do them in tandem though, or like together, because wouldn't it make sense? Because once I'm done with these three, I could move on to the next three in the topic. Where if I'm going to do the first three, then I'm going to like spend a year doing the other three. Then I might have already like lost my touch with the first three. Something like that. But again, accounting is something I want to, know. I want to feel it. I want to understand it. While biology is something I'm just interested in. So maybe it would be better to focus on this and just always with biology have like an hour once a week where I spend learning biology. It's going to be slower, but once I'm done with all the accounting stuff, it should actually... Yeah, then I can put full focus on that. Yeah. I think that could work. I'm just going to have to tweak this a little bit to, better fit my schedule. Luckily, my work has flexible hours, so I could possibly move my hours about a tiny bit. Because something like language, you don't really want to learn that on the end of the day after a hard day of work, Your brain's going to be dead. Same with accounting, actually. Yeah, I'll see if I can, work a little bit with my flexible work hours, see if I maybe can bounce them about. Rather work until 9 instead of till 5. But then in the middle, I have, time to learn. But yeah. I also think that's where I'm going to end it. Let me also just save this document. Shared. And let's just go. Startup schedule dash incomplete.txt. We can close out saving. All right. And my voice is getting tired, so I think I am going to bounce. I've talked enough for a week in these 2 hours. And I think my pets are getting hungry. So, yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you again in the next tutorial or stream or wherever.